Move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, Joe she find, she have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so frost. Weed in a spliff, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on the level right now. I match to the bass on the treble right now. Wine to the real, them a crown. Bedroom pulling up, me not back down. Fast, fast, slow, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a pro, go. Girl, you want it, they know, yo. Real on the scene, heavy moving. You and your team, yeah. Them can't intervene, right? You know I love that style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in your pop waist. Don't tease till it making me all right. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby. Back it up on me, yeah. I love that style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me?
Back it up on me, telling me that you want me, baby girl, if you loving tonight. Right. Baby, I'm in town, know that it's going down. You know that I'm only here for one night. You know what he won't do, really won't do. You know why I probably put that thing upon you. Right. Looking at you, looking like you really want to. There's nothing on this earth, baby girl, I won't do. Girl, cause we turning up. Shots on deck, cause we burning up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up, girl, throw it up. Oh, yeah. Looking at your friends like you don't care. Girl, cause the Grey Goose is in here. Oh, yeah, we inhale.
You know I let it style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in your pop waist. Don't tease till it making me honest. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby. Back it up on me, yeah. I love the style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me?
Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas. In order to keep ourselves and others safe from the coronavirus disease, we must all get vaccinated. Here are a few facts about the coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine does not have anything in it that can make you magnetic. All COVID-19 vaccines are free of metals. The COVID-19 vaccines available in the US do not contain live virus. They do not share any of their parts inside or outside of your body. The vaccine is safe for current and future pregnancies. There is no proof showing unsafe results on taking the vaccine for current or future pregnancies. which means pregnant women can also take the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine does not change your DNA. In fact, it has absolutely no interaction with your DNA. The vaccine does not cause you to test positive for the virus. It is untrue, as none of the vaccine will cause you to test positive in a viral test. Therefore, the vaccine is safe to use. Get vaccinated today and stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. The fight against COVID-19 has become imperative to the survival of the world, to the extent we must all get involved. The question is, how do I get involved? Get tested. Get tested if you feel COVID-19 symptoms. Example, sore throat, cough, headache, etc. Get tested if you know you met someone who is now COVID-19 positive. Get tested before going to places where you may meet a lot of people. Example, schools, work, etc. Get tested before traveling, both domestic and international travels. Get tested when asked by a healthcare or public official to do so. Get tested today. Know your status and seek treatment if need be to stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. Lapu's Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lapu's Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpukatchen.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lapu's Kitchen keeps your fingers licking. They say a home is where the heart is. That's why at Melrose Suites, we provide a conducive and safe environment for your long and short-term stay. With our 6 fully furnished luxurious apartments of 3 bedrooms each, our customers have the option of renting a full apartment or single bedroom. We also have standard rooms and king suites. At Melrose Suites, we have 24-hour electricity, cold and hot water, cable TV, internet service, and fully air-conditioned rooms. Melrose Suites takes the pressure off its customers with our fully equipped kitchens, living and dining rooms, as well as balconies. All you need is your personal belongings and enjoy your stay. We are located on Silver Beach Road in Dwazon, Lower Margibi County. For reservation, call our US number 610-986-1077 and our LIB number on 0777-588-118. You can email us at edithwaters111@gmail.com. Melrose Suites, a home away from home.
Another banger, baby, calm down.
Pinter One of Delaware. Yes, it's Pinter One of Delaware, the name that counts when you talk quality painting works. For more than 2 decades, Pinter One has brought more life and vigor to thousands of residential and commercial complexes with our quality painting services. Give your homes, offices, bars, stores, hospitals, shops, etc. that look they deserve by choosing Pinter One of Delaware. For more information, call us on phone number 302-508-3034. Again, 302-508-3034. Or visit our website at pinter1.com/Delaware. Or better still, email us on ivan@pinter1.com or holly@pinter1.com. Schedule a free estimate and get 10% off by using the promo code COSTA. Pinto One of Delaware. Renew your space, renew your life.
She dey give me small, I know.
Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency is the name that counts when you talk quality and affordable insurance services. Located in central New Jersey, Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency provides homeowner insurance, commercial and business insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and a lot more. We partner with over 20 top-rated companies to ensure we provide affordable pricing and quality services to our clients. Not only that, we also offer free financial planning consultation, and we are licensed in 20 states across the USA. At Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency, our staff are well trained to handle all your insurance needs. Visit our website on www.pmassinsurance.com or call us on phone number 609-571-3037. That's 609-571-3037. Peter Massaquoi Insurance Agency, your low-cost insurance partner.
America, come fight me.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
All right, folks, good morning and welcome to the program. Today is Friday, the 13th day of May 2022, Friday the 13th. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends where you are watching from. We're very glad to be here as usual. Every day above ground is a good day. Good morning, Boga.
Good morning, Costa, and the weekend is here. We are here again to give you the weekend's edition of the show. Tomorrow is holiday in Liberia. So, yeah, it's good that we are here. The weather here is cool, just cloudy, no much sun, no much rain. And,
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I watched yesterday, a friend of mine shared with me a video of a very deeply disturbing situation, an incident that went down in Sokoto in Nigeria, northern Nigeria. You know, Bwakai, it is sickening. You know, a 20-something-year-old young lady, she and her friends, schoolmates or course-mates, as they call them in Nigeria, they were members of a chat room, a WhatsApp chat room.
Mm-hmm.
They set up that chat room for academic purposes, to share, you know, notes and to, you know, to talk about their schoolwork and stuff. And many of our friends, you know, northern Nigeria is predominantly Muslim, especially Sokoto. You know, and many of us course-mates started using the chat room to post only Islamic material, Islamic content, instead of schoolwork or school content, academic content. The young lady who was a Christian didn't take kindly to that. And so she dropped a voice message in the WhatsApp chat room. And Bwakai, that was
her death sentence. She had just signed her death sentence. She basically told them that this chat room is not for this. Don't put Islamic scriptures here. The chat room was set up for schoolwork, and all of us in this chat room are not Muslims. Some of our friends in the chat room took the voice message and circulated it in the community that she had insulted the Holy Prophet Muhammad. They sought that girl out. They identified her. They beat her to death, and they set her ablaze.
There you go.
I watched the video. You know, Bagai, you know, this is what some people do in the name of religion. Do you think the Prophet Muhammad needs you to defend him to kill somebody in his name?
Absolutely not.
Do you think Jesus Christ needs you to murder another human being? Bagai, when you watch the video of how they butchered this girl like an animal, have you seen people killing snake? You know how we kill snake, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody will grab a stick or a cutlass or whatever thing you can grab. They butchered this young woman to death. And you know the sad part?
Yeah.
The guys who sought this girl out, identify her, and butcher her to death and burn her, they are on video. They're showing themselves, and they are being celebrated in the community as heroes. If that's what it means to be religious, then I don't want to be religious. I will never kill somebody in the name of Jesus Christ. In fact, my Lord and Savior Jesus said, if they slap your left cheek, turn the right.
Yeah.
That's what Jesus Christ told me. Jesus Christ, to kill somebody in this manner because you said they insulted the Prophet Muhammad. Do you think Muhammad needs you to defend him? Do you think the Almighty Allah needs you to kill a human being in his name in that manner? You know, this is not religion, Wakai. This is madness. This is madness. And you know the sad part, Wakai? Northern Nigeria is notorious for this. Boyfriend and girlfriend can make palava. They will murder the Christian girlfriend because she made palava with her Muslim boyfriend.
It will go free.
It happens in Northern Nigeria for come on. And then the people who will do these things, the next thing you know, they are rising political stars in the community. Local elected officials, they work scot-free. The local authority will never arrest them. Puaka, you will see, I'm sending you the video right now. You need to watch this thing. You will see they're not even hiding themselves. They show their faces. They are being celebrated in the community. Oh, Jesus Christ. People are sick. People are sick. Oh, you kill a human being, like animal, like a goat, because you say they insulted the Prophet Muhammad. If all are killing people because they insulted our religious figures, important religious figures, then I mean, then where will people be living in the world? You see the video, eh?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
And if this was a one-off, if this is something that only happened once in the blue moon in Northern Nigeria, then I would say, okay, fine. It's sad, but it is not common. But it is widespread. When a Muslim person and a Christian person makes palava, the next thing you know, the people will gang up and they will kill the Christian person. Nigeria just needs to be divided. Nigeria is a failed state. It's a terrible, colossal attempt at trying to be. Nigeria needs to be split up. Put the Christian one side and put the Muslim one side.
Yeah.
But these people can live together. Always. And you know the reality? Almost always in Northern Nigeria, there are Muslim killing Christian. In Southern Nigeria, where it's predominantly Christian, you hardly hear Christians ganging up and killing somebody because the person is a Muslim and says something about Jesus Christ.
And this could start a serious problem in Nigeria.
They already have a problem. The Northerners, if I'm a Christian, I can't live in Northern Nigeria because you got to be careful. By the time you say something, let me tell you something. If your friend wants you killed and you are a Christian and he's a Muslim and you live in Northern Nigeria, all he needs to say is Boakai said the Prophet Muhammad is so. That is all. That is all he needs to say. You are dead. He only needs to say Boakai insulted the Prophet Muhammad. You are dead. Then why should I live in such a place? I can live among such animals. I'm sorry, but it is too common. This thing is on the BBC. It's on the all the time. You hear these things. Muslim kill Christian because they insulted Prophet Muhammad, or because they oh my God, this is just sad, man. This is just deeply disturbing. This is not religion. This is not religion. Look at. Somebody say it's written in the Quran to kill in the name of Muhammad. Quote that particular scripture in the Quran. And they lie on the Holy Quran. The Holy Quran would never tell you to kill somebody for insulting the prophet. Even in the Bible, it talks about blasphemy. Blasphemy is in the Bible. If you say certain things about Jesus Christ, or you say certain things about God, it can be considered blasphemous. And they said that one of the greatest sins to commit, to blaspheme. But it does not say the punishment for blasphemy is to murder the person. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that the punishment for blasphemy is to murder the person. Are you God to kill somebody because they insulted you? This is not religion. This is madness. This is absolute madness. That is not Islam. And these are the people, Bagai, that give Islam a terribly bad name, Bagai.
Yeah, bad image.
The bad image. This thing is now all over the world, Bagai. They killed a girl because the girl put a message in the chat room. People, you don't put scripture. The chat room wasn't set up for that. They are schoolmates, Bagai. The chat room was set up for them to talk about their schoolwork. Oh my gosh, it's sad, man. It's very, very sad. This word is sick. This word is sick. Oh. Ha ha. This word is sick. It's sick. The things people would do in the name of their religion. Nanga, God forbid. Me, I'm a fight for God. You think God needs you to fight for him? Let me tell you something. In the Bible, folks, when Jesus was betrayed by Judas that fateful night, and Peter pulled out his knife and cut off the ear of one of the soldiers. You remember what Jesus did? Jesus took that man's ear and put it back. And Jesus said to Peter, he said, Peter, if I needed defending, I would have thousands of angels to my left and thousands of angels to my right. I don't need you to defend me. That is what my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ told me, Boakai. He said, Peter, put your knife away. And he took the soldier's ear and put it back. And said, I don't need you to defend me. Because if I needed defenders, I would have thousands of angels to my right and thousands of angels to my left. You mortal man, put your knife away. He said, let these soldiers take me. For the scripture has to be fulfilled. God does not need you to defend him. The Almighty Allah does not need you to defend him, to kill an innocent person in his name because the person insulted God. Are you God to feel insulted that God was insulted? Let that person insult God. If they insult God, they will deal with God, will deal with them according to his will and according to his own time. Those who kill people in the name of God, they are sick animals. They have no place in this world. My Jesus Christ said to me, thou shalt not cause harm to anyone in my name. I do not need you, mortal, filthy man, to defend me. Because God defends himself. I just thought to speak about that this morning. Those people are not real Muslims. They are sick animals. That is what they are. And you know me, I always tell you the truth. Now, Baga, let's move on to something else here. Baga, did you know, Baga, that Sheikh Basurante was sued in Liberia for owing somebody lots of money he didn't want to pay. Did you know that, guy?
I'm just hearing that.
I'm going to send you all the documents right now. Check your WhatsApp. I've just sent you 14 documents. Court document. Sheikh Basurante was owing this young lady some money. See the amount. Peruse the documents and find the amount. They went to court. She took him to court for action of debt. Now, this man who stole $12.9 million, could not pay the young lady money. Look there. They made stipulation. They went to court. She defeated him in the court, and they made a stipulation. This is the stipulation. Do you see the stipulation?
I'm going there.
Hold on. I'm going to send the stipulation page to you right now. Do you see the stipulation? I just sent it.
Yeah.
Read it. How much is the amount? I wanted to come from your mouth.
171,000.
What currency?
You said?
What currency?
USD. USD.
Yes.
171,000.
But read the stipulation, what it says. The stipulation, folks, is they made after they went to court, the lady defeated Basiru in the court, action of debt case. She won him in court. And Basiru made a stipulation to pay the young lady's money. And the total amount is 171,000 US dollars. But I gotta read the stipulation, the top of the stipulation.
Yeah, liquid continuum, which is 39,000.
No, liquor. That's liquor, yeah, liquor.
Yeah, liquor continuum, rather. 39,000. Then we have ball on gold.
That's the balance money on gold. He promised her he will sell her gold, and he never saw the gold. She paid him.
Yeah,
the balance money on gold. Read it.
15,000. Second liquor continuum, 25,000. Gold, 64,000. Club share.
Okay, club share. Listen, club share. You see that club he opened?
Yeah.
She was supposed to have shares in the club.
Okay.
So
which is 30,000.
He duper. Go on.
Club share is 13,000, and then car is 15,000.
Bring the total to
171,000.
And look at the date of this stipulation. Come down to the bottom. What year do you see there? All the way down to the lower right.
January 2016.
January 22nd, 2016. Now, what does it tell you? By this time, Basiru was not doing a 419 business. He don't have money. You know, so you see, this predates the Basiru Kante we know today in the 419 business. By this time, Basiru Kante was not doing 419 business. And let me read the stipulation from the top. I, Councillor Kathleen T. Pine McCall, the undersigned representative of Basiru Kante, having acknowledged his Basiru Kante obligation to Natalie Bino in the amount of 171,000 United States dollars, same which grew out of the following items / transactions. Do hereby authorize me, Councillor Kathleen T. Pine McCall, to settle the aforementioned amount by the payment of 5,000 US dollars on a monthly basis beginning February of 2016, except for December 2018, when the final payment of $1,000 will be made. This instrument is executed on behalf of Basiru Kante, with his Basiru Kante's full name, full knowledge of the content and intent thereof, and that he, Basiru Kante, has not been coerced, harassed, or intimidated to execute same. My signature hereunder reflects my free will. In the presence of, signed by the lawyer, Councillor Kathleen T. Pine McCall for Basiru Kante, the witnesses, Arnold B. Garnett, Tricia L. Good, on this 22nd day of January 2016, soon and is subscribed to before this, the court. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So listen, Basiru Kante, by 2016, he was in debt for $161,000. He duped somebody. his business partner. He and the young lady sent liquor to Liberia in the container, boy.
Yeah.
What did Basiru do when the liquor arrived?
He sold the liquor or did
He sold
something
the
with
liquor
it
and never gave her share.
and not give her share.
Basiru also told the young lady he had gold. He was going to give her share of sell her gold. What did Basiru do with the gold?
He did it again. So, and
Basiru also told the lady he had a car for her. He was going to give her the vehicle. What did Basiru do with the vehicle?
He refused to give her the vehicle.
She took him to the death court. She won the case, and they drew up the paper, the paperwork, the stipulation for Basiru to pay. Also, Baga looked at there's a writ of arrest. Let me send you the writ of arrest for Basiru Kante. So this is the guy. Basiru has been a crook for a long time. And all some of you think, or some of us thought Basiru was a decent guy. Do you see the writ of arrest?
I'm seeing it. So all of this, they been in all the problem passing around free.
Yeah.
In Liberia.
Let's read the writ of arrest. Writ of arrest. Republic of Liberia to Captain Julius P. Swain, magistrate, police, or his deputy. Greetings. You are hereby commanded to arrest the living body of Basiru Kante to be identified. Defendants and forthwith bring his before the Monrovia City Court Temple of Justice, Basurante County, Republic of Liberia, to answer the charge of theft of property. Theft of property. Should we publish the documents, Wagai? So that people know that Basiru Kante has been a criminal ever since?
Yeah, but of course, now, 2016, all of these things will happen.
Answer the question first.
Yes, sure, we should probably say. But let's see. 2016, all of these things were happening. And then once George Manawia and the CDC government took over in 2017, his life started to change. And, you know, there was probably he sponsored them one way or the other.
Now you're talking big.
Yeah. Probably
now, do you know why Basiru not pay to get her money? Even after the stipulation. I have also here, I have here a civil action case that is going to be filed next week against Basiru. Even though Basiru is in jail. I have it here. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah.
Well, I will send you this document. It's going to be filed. It has not even been filed. It is going to be filed. I just sent it to you. At the Civil Court of Monrovia. It's because Basiru failed to honor the stipulation that they made. You see it? Open it up. Do you know why Basiru never paid again after they made the stipulation in 2016?
And up to now.
2 years later, his friends came to power. And even though he had a stipulation that was made in the presence of the court and committed himself to pay, Basiru refused to pay. And when the CDC government came to power, they began to protect Basiru and intimidate the young lady. That is why Basiru never paid. That's the point I was arriving at.
That's what I'm saying, Costa. Because 2016, 2015, all of these things were happening.
Yes.
They were on a low key.
Yeah, you know, low key.
One way or the other, Costa, I just have the belief that he support the system.
He did.
He
must have given them some money.
Once they got to where they are, they started to protect him, try to defend him, and do whatsoever that they were doing for him up until
that's what they did.
Now when he into the mess, now all of them are backing off. If you check that, like I said, one way or the other, he supported them. They are not to where
he must have. Let me tell you this. After they came to power, they began to defend Basiru. That is why Basiru did not pay the young lady. Because Basiru was being defended by the CDC government. And they were threatening the young lady. You know, she lives in America. So every time she would go to Liberia for the case, they would threaten her. And so now, even though Basiru is in jail in America because they're not going to let him out, but let me tell you this, sonny, there's something interesting I'm about to tell you, Wakai. The same source, I got all the information from all the documents on Basiru Kante. Basiru Kante is singing like a canary bird. You know what a canary bird is? It's a little bird that can sing begin. It has a melodious voice that will just blow you away. Basiru Kante is being offered a plea bargain deal. You know what a plea bargain is? You thought we'll reduce the sentence. We'll sort of give you 30 years. But when you thought we'll make it 10 years. When you court means, listen to me. Basiru Kante has been offered a plea bargain. Now, Basiru's WhatsApp. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
You want me to talk?
Yeah.
Basiru's cell phone. The investigators want to have access to the cell phone. But the stage at which the case is, they cannot be granted access. So listen. So they are asking Basiru, they've asked Meta, you know Meta, the parent company of Facebook, and they own WhatsApp.
Yeah.
They've asked Meta to grant them access to Basiru's WhatsApp account. They want to have access. Now, so far they have not gone into his room, but they suspect that when they do, now they've pitched the deal to Basiru. Basiru, if you tell us all the people you send money to in Liberia, hello. When Basiru was paying for P Square to perform, that you must say get the money to give to the government?
No.
Who he sending money to?
The government. And
who put the money to P Square?
Yeah.
What kind of money you use?
The crocodile money.
There's something called FOC, fruit of crime. When you knowingly eat from the criminal money, what are you? You are complicit.
Criminal.
So now, they've offered a deal to Basiru. Basiru Kante, if you can tell us all the people you gave money to in Liberia, all your friends that were protecting you, we will lessen your sentence. I am told by the very, very same sources that provided me all these documents of Basiru, that Basiru is prone to cooperation. He is open to cooperating. You know what happened, Basiru? Basiru said the man already started looting all his property in Liberia.
Yeah, but Costa, if you say hey will roll, I will make sure I will just be sending it. They arrested me in America. It take 2 to 3 days. My home, everything back home in Liberia, you start to enjoy it and do whatsoever thing you can do it.
Now, what the FIU did, what the FIU did by having them shut down his bank accounts through the courts, of course, was a legitimate action. But going and seizing his physical assets, his vehicles, his generators. Did you see the picture of them hauling Basiru Kante generator from a yard?
Yes, I saw it, a yellow generator.
Who do you think took that generator?
My man, everything going to my get black in that thing here for my get say keep it. When nothing comes from inside, I painting every other man.
Using the money, so no, I will get some mile. On my part, I always get money. But
I will design all the make card and start using them myself. All that thing going to be faster.
But Baka, if you were Basiru, God forbid, walai, you will not be Basiru. But if you were Basiru, and by the time you in trouble, your man and who you used to hang. Who use somebody said they take the generator to the airport, the airport I got left. So they take Basiru generator to the airport. Like for damn funny. I swear to God. Butu man up, you crazy. The airport I got left. So they carry the generator there. But if you are Basiru Kante, God forbid, walai, you will not be Basiru. I pray against that. Fear. And your men use a railway. You made a moratic. You brought P Square to perform. You pay for it. You You carry them to Dubai to meet your business tycoon there. I'm told no boy that king in the way, you know, you remember the Arab boy from Dubai that king in the way gone there?
Yes.
They said Basiru was instrumental in bringing the boys. You saw that picture with Jawia and Basiru there in Dubai?
Who know if the guys are not the same BM as Basiru?
No, that ain't there. But listen now. Listen. By the time they arrested Basiru, the next thing you know, the men are hauling Basiru generator. Let me show you the picture of when they were hauling Basiru generator.
The yellow machine.
The yellow machine. This is serious. This is no joke. This is the forklift. Charles just posted this picture. Folks, as you can see, you see I think the orange color forklift.
Yep.
Lifting the heavy generator belonging to Basurante. Bappo, you see it? They went to Basiru's house, lifted his generator and his vehicles, and they took them away.
No, you know, you wanted to ask me a question. You said, Boka, if you were in the shoes of Basiru,
what would you do?
What would you do?
Yeah.
Number one, I will not even say grant the FBI my Facebook or my messenger. I will grant them my WhatsApp, my messenger, my phone calls, my emails, my everything. Because of what? Because I got arrested and we are still going through the case. My home, in my own country, my birth country, which is Liberia, the government that have been supporting, I have been in bed with, when they freeze my assets, they did whatsoever, looting my properties, and they've been enjoying what I will bring it to them.
Exactly.
I will just, like I said, hairs will roll. I will just keep the entire information so my sentence can be lower. That's all.
My man, I will snitch, I will sing. Hiya. But I'm told that's what Basiru is doing. So be prepared. When the indictment, when Basiru goes to court, and that's small thing, there will be lots of people. And then they will probably, you know what they will do? The Americans bow. They will collect the people, their names. They will not call. They will wait until what, okay? They will wait until they come to America. So some of the people need that Basiru will call, Basiru they will just wait until they come to America, then they just pick them up. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So by the time you come to America, then they pick them up and they say, oh, they arrested the male.
Yeah, because they've been in bed with criminal.
In connection with the Basiru County issue. But it's a very serious issue. Let's go to the phone lines this morning. We will speak with gentleman, Otelo Yene. Will be making his debut on the Costa Show. I just sent him the video link. But let's go to the lines and talk to our people this morning. Basiru County is being sued now.
Yeah.
You know why the young lady is filing this lawsuit now? To force, to compel Basiru to pay?
No.
Because you see his assets, his estate is in Liberia, right? So even though he has been sued in America or he has been prosecuted in America, she can still sue his estate to make good on the pledge, on the stipulation he made with her, $171,000 US, which is what he owes her. So that is what the young lady is suing Basiru's estate for. Now it's a civil suit. He ain't gotta be there. He got money in Liberia.
Yeah.
So the lawsuit will be to compel him to pay. Yeah.
Yep. Because there's this issue somebody brought to my attention yesterday. It has to do with vaccine. There's a vaccine they give to children. Vaccine. Vaccine, yeah, for children from age 0 to 11. It's called the BCG vaccine. It's there for the cure of tuberculosis and chronic cold for children from age 0 to 11. They said this vaccine been out of the country for almost months, I can say 4 to 5 months, the government is not doing anything about the BCG vaccine. And whenever you go to hospitals or clinic, when you carry your child, since January, the month of January, children haven't been receiving the vaccine, the particular BCG vaccine. Yeah, they brought it to my attention. They said that we should talk about it because it's really serious. This vaccine can help kill tuberculosis. Some children normally, they fall prey to some of these things when they are giving birth to a chronic cold. So if this vaccine can be in a country and the government isn't doing anything about it, it's a serious problem. People are taking their children to clinic for the particular vaccine. When they go there, all the people at the hospitals and clinic will say the vaccine isn't yet in town since the month of January. And they've said that we should try to raise an alarm on this particular issue so the government can do something about it because
Bagai, you're saying the vaccine is in town?
It's not in town since the month of January.
Okay, and it should be in the country.
Yeah, it should be here.
Newborns, for newborn babies.
From age 0 to 11.
Okay.
They should be the one taking this BCG vaccine.
Yeah, I see somebody here saying Cecilia Jaina Pratt says it's the first vaccine for a newborn baby. Okay, yeah. I didn't know that. What do I know? Okay, so they don't have it and they should have it, right?
They should have it. They should have it for children.
I see my sister Ivika Louis Sila is saying that is a very serious vaccine that is to be given before the babies leave the hospital after birth.
Yes.
Oh. Now let's look it up. Let me look it up and do the research. I never heard of this vaccine before now. BCG vaccine. What is it for? BCG vaccine. Okay, so the BCG vaccine. BCG stands for Bacillus calmette Gerling vaccine. Is a vaccine primarily used against tuberculosis, against TB. It is named after its inventors. Of course, that's what I thought. In countries where tuberculosis or leprosy is common, one dose is recommended in healthy babies as soon as after birth as possible. So the BCG vaccine is for that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. So now we ain't got it. And we
have it in the country. We don't have that particular vaccine in the country.
Thank you for bringing this up, boy guy. This is important. And they say by the time the baby born, they're gonna give it to the baby.
Yep. Once they give birth to the child,
Sona says that is very true, Henry. My granddaughter has not taken her vaccine since she was born. Are you kidding?
Yep.
So now these babies are being placed at risk unnecessarily because they're not being administered. These vaccines are not being put in their arms. Somebody say I took that vaccine. I'm pretty sure I did. When I was a baby, I think I got lots of vaccine marks here on my shoulder. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, but this is dangerous. What are the government people doing? The Ministry of Health.
They're not doing nothing about it. Like I said, since the month of January, Costa, so you should know. Nothing they are doing about it. People go to the clinic, the hospitals, they give birth, they ask for whether they will get a vaccine. The people say no, the vaccine is not in town.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They're gonna, I'm told this. I'm pretty sure this vaccine must be cheap, and they don't have it. They don't have it. They got money to bed, stupid playground, all that kind of thing.
And they made on the ring yesterday on the playground.
400 rupees. Listen, boy, I'm looking at the cost of the generic one. 400 rupees, the Indian currency. Okay, what is 400 rupees in USD? I'm asking. It's $5.16. Okay?
Look at that.
$5.16 to immunize a baby against tuberculosis. $5.16 in India. That's the cost of the vaccine. You hear that kind of trouble?
Yeah.
You see that kind of trouble? You see that kind of wahala? But let's go take some calls. I mean, tell her how you say the thing not opening, man.
Okay, 0770-102-102-886-010383 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888-624-171. Keep your calls coming in this morning. You'll be live with us on the Costa Show. Yeah. The weekend's edition of the show. Probably those are in a health sector that know more about the vaccine. You can call also and make your contribution. 555.
Or if you're in the health sector, you want to give us information about this, you don't want to be exposed, you don't have to call your name, you just message us quietly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we will definitely speak to it, yeah. But this is scary. This is a cheap vaccine. Very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. Let's take some calls there.
Okay.
Okay, Mohammed Kone, our youth chair, his wife just gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby girl. And
Yeah.
he just messaged me to say that his daughter has taken it. They went to the hospital several times just to get her the ticket. Can you imagine?
Look at that. Let's take this caller on the line. Good
There's
morning.
somebody else that told me that their cousin paid $200 last week to get it. USD.
Look at that. Yeah, good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Oh, Buakai, my name is James Rato Jr. I'm calling from Atlanta City, New Jersey. Yeah, you see, Basurante is a CC group. And now about serious trouble. A lot of the people that you are actually making with, they are all keeping that distance. But listen, if I am Basiru, if I'm going down, American man say, I'm going to snitch. I'm going to name. If I'm going down, people will go down with me. And Basiru is in a deep trouble. I can tell you that. Even the very government in Liberia, those that were in connection with him, that were in contact with him, they are all keeping their distances from him. So yes, Basiru, you better name or else you're going to go away for a long time. Thank you, Henry. Keep up the good job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jim Rato. Let's take some calls there.
Good morning.
Good morning, DK, and good morning to our hero, Professor Costa. This is Tikajibo Chinika, the religious advisor to the Costa Show. My hero, thank you for working for us, the Liberian people. I appreciate it. That's all I have to say this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let's take some more calls there. So this vaccine issue is a serious thing. Anything that has to do with people's lives, is very, very important. We hope that our lawmakers can take this up, and some of the people from the Ministry of Health come forward and tell them why we don't have the BCG vaccine in stock. We should have enough because babies are being born every day, and they should be vaccinated against tuberculosis. Let's take some calls.
Hello. How you doing?
Welcome. Your name is joining from?
Yeah, I'm calling from the States.
Go ahead.
Guy, I just want to tell Henry Costa, our leader, these guys, they have a whole empire. And these guys, what they do is that they just go and take money from people. I've been a victim, $29,000 with one guy called Jacob White and one James Camara. And when they do it, because in Philip, the law in Philip is difficult. So if you don't know and you just go and give them your money, you will run behind and you get tired. So I've been one of the victims from 2017, but I have all the receipts. So that's the same thing. We need to wheel the people up. Even those that are going on Facebook and lying, we should keep the people's names. Anytime good government can, those people should not get a job. Okay. That's the only thing. That's the only way Liberia will get better.
All right. Thank you so much. Now we'll take this person on the line. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, brother, and good morning to my leader, Henry Pedro Costa. My name is Amar Mohamed Kamara, and I join you this afternoon from Minnesota. I'm very constrained this afternoon to call. Leader, this vaccine issue is very serious. It will interest you to see children in the rural communities coming down with measles all over the entire country. There is no vaccine in the entire country. Like Buckeye says, this happening almost going to 5 months now. The government is doing nothing about this vaccine. You go to the rural hospitals, you see children lined up all over.
But if also when you give birth, when women give birth, they will tell them go back home. There's no vaccine. So every time you go there, the only thing is, oh, the vaccine will come. But yet, there's no vaccine. And on the issue that to the Umar Bashir, if I was Umar Bashir leader, I was not dishing on a lot of things, especially, maybe he may likely do it, especially during the trial.
Okay.
So thank you very much for the call.
Let's take Mohammed Konen from this line here. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Boakai, and good morning to our listening audience. My name is Mohammed Konen, and I'm Jason. Thank you, leader, this morning for the show. But my attention has been to the first statement leader made about the issue in Nigeria. It really broke my heart, and people need to stop the high level of religious fundamentalism. Don't worry, because I will know your life here, and somebody may mention that it is written in the Quran that people should kill in the name of Prophet Muhammad. That people lie. It is a diabolic conduct. Nowhere in the Quran, Prophet or even Allah asked us to kill on behalf of him. Nowhere. That is not the religion or principle of Islam. We preach about peace. It's a religion of peace and submission. So anybody who kills people, that person is a idiot. That person is a king. So that law that I think in Nigeria, that person does that group of people don't represent Muslim or Islamic or values. More to that, the issue involving Pakistan country. I think the approach from the FIU is the best thing to talk to the alleged suspect. Like leadership about tracking. At least they will let you a second when you will give him, you will call name. So at least we can end it. You can the high level of transparency or justice, especially people doing things, covering off, one person taking the voiding, and if they continue, at least if my case involved, two is involved,
okay.
Let them put their name. Whoever involved, let the people mention that I'm not copying the structure I think. This is so bad. I think I'll continue. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's see if we can
take some more calls. If I got call the number, let me type it under the screen. Hold on. Plus 231 888
62
41 71.
Yeah, let's take this person on the line. Good morning. Okay, we just missed a black caller. Let's take this one here quickly. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Volker.
Please listen to me through your phone, not a receiver. Listen to me through the phone.
Good morning, Volker.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
Yeah, good morning, Volker. Yeah, I joined you from the land down on Australia.
Go ahead, you are live.
Good morning, Volker.
Okay, you're going in and out.
The person keep listening to a receiver.
Yeah, and he's calling from very far. He's calling from Australia.
Yeah, let's take Peter too. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Volker. Good morning, Harry. Good to have you here this morning. I want to appreciate the work you guys do for what Costa share on the issue regarding the religious stuff happening in Nigeria. I watch your video. It's so sad. But I just want to divert, and I know it may sound so funny not to some people regarding yesterday's topic, with issue of our leaders and the way they've been treated. You see, I had a situation where I witnessed all the presidents that have been coming into office. They got something that they place on them that make them not the thing work, and they start to do some wickedness. You see that green sash and that chain? That 12-minute war, every time they use it as a symbol to put it on president, I believe strongly that should not even be worn on President Boaga in the future or any other president that can, because I think it's demonic, it's satanic. It gave them the impression of doing wickedness, and what's been going on, the nation has to change. That green side, and it sounds funny today to some people, but that have been something what somebody talk about, I get to understand, try to follow how they do those things, because it's something that I will use things in the Masonic world. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, Peter. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name where joining us from?
My name is Mario. I'm calling from New Jersey. Speaking of the issue of the BCG vaccine, it's a serious public health crisis. So the government needs to speak to it, and also thank you, Braga, for raising that up, because it's a serious issue. They need to talk something. They need to say something about it urgently. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll take more calls. Keep your calls coming in. Plus 231 888 0770 102 102 0555 102 102 886 218 004 are the lines that you can call. You will be live with us this morning on the Costa Show. We talk about the issue in Nigeria. We talk about Bashiru. We talk about the BCG vaccine. Probably you have a point to make, or you want to make a contribution. Coming up, those in the diaspora is plus 231 888 624171. Let's take this person here. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Is this Costa Show?
This is a Costa Show. Your name, where you calling us from?
And Mommy, Asmana Command Jr., I join you live from Japan, Tokyo.
Tokyo, welcome, umbrella.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Yeah, my issue have been joined to this vaccine issue. So it raised serious alarm.
I mean, they need to say something, Braga. They need to say, well, we don't have vaccines in country, we're bringing some. Something like that.
Okay.
So I see how the government got to try her possible best to bring in this vaccine, because it's very necessary. And we have the money, because the government have the money on to carry on so many things that will not benefit its citizens.
Okay, bro. Let's take this other person on the line. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Good morning, my dear brother. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, my name is Tofik Tano, and I join you from the US. I just want to speak to the issue of the vaccine. You know, we have come a long way, and unfortunately, we find ourselves in a society where people that we elect fail to do the job. While it is true, we must have had a vaccine problem, and it may be an age-old problem. We believe when you come into power and you have been in opposition for 12 years, you must put in place the necessary mechanism to ease the burden of your people. Let me tell you something, Costa. If today you went to do a TB test in the US, you will be reactive. The reason is that from day one, they have not been giving this vaccine to our people, and the health sector, they are aware of it. They have been eating money. They have the ability to put 6 to 7 million in the budget for themselves, but in order to take into consideration the health need of our people, they can't do it. These people need to be removed. These people are incompetent. They cannot do the job, and our people are not listening. All they know how to do is to put our young people in the street to do munya for them. But come 2023, these people have to leave because the high level of incompetency is prevalent in our Liberian society.
Okay.
Thank you, my dear brother, for having me.
Thank you. Let's take this person from our local line here. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Good morning.
Welcome.
My name is George Benson, and I'm calling from West Point.
Welcome, Josh.
My attention this morning is drawn to the vaccine situation, and I have an experience that I wanted to share.
Okay, go ahead.
You won't believe that I actually had to take my baby to Ghana to receive this vaccine.
Wow.
Can you imagine that?
The first 2 weeks, every time we go back to the GFK, every time they always told us that, oh, the vaccine is that with a problem, you'll go to Ghana. When we went to Ghana and we told the people that people are not taking the vaccine, they were really upset. The doctor even frowning, and the way he looked, I was like, some irresponsible parent. But, you know, it's something that I've been breeding for a long time. I hope the government can look into this and try to fix it.
Okay, so you went to the hospital several times or the clinic. Which one of the clinic you went to?
JFK.
Oh, JFK. And they told you plain blank that
they
there was
no... with the Minajara's problem. It's a national issue. Go to Dr. William Jara. That's what they always refer you there. Go to Dr. William Jara. It's a national issue.
Wow.
You know, and something like that go on for a long time. We have to imagine how the money we pay to go to Ghana. We have to go to Ghana to get the baby to fix this vaccine.
Look at
it. And I really hope they can look into it.
And the Ghanaians were so mad at you because the baby haven't taken the vaccine yet.
Well, they're looking at us like some irresponsible parents until we try to explain to them that it's not in the country and just shook their head. It is not something that should easily be out of the country, especially like so essential like that.
Look at that. Thank you so much, my
Can you imagine that, Bwaga?
The man's talking about
JFK. Go to Ghana.
Yeah, the man said JFK. Can you imagine JFK is not there? Then where will we find it?
Wow.
Let's take this other person on the line here. Good morning. Okay, we just messed up on our caller. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Buckeye. Good morning, Costa. This is Evangeline. I just wanted to contribute on the BCG shot, if I sing. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
Yes. With the BCG shot, I think it was given in the 60 or whatever years because of the polio and everything they were giving it. When the shot looked like a little machine gun. When you look on a lot of African arms on their shoulder here, you'll see the mark on the most of all have that shot. We took those shot when we were babies. So what happened when you travel from a third world country and come in the diaspora, they try to give you when you want to work in the healthcare field or whatever, they try to do a skin test, a TB skin test. So mostly it will be positive. The test will come positive. So a lot of people don't know and they will go and take that skin test. You are not supposed to take that skin test because you took the BCG shot. So what you're supposed to tell them, no, I will be positive. The only thing they're supposed to give you is an X-ray. TB, they're supposed to give you a chest X-ray to make sure you don't have TB.
Business said, let me just ask you, is it the same vaccine I want to give in your arm? Again, put a mark there because you see most people with a mark on their arm.
Yes.
Is it the same vaccine?
Yeah, that the BCG shot they gave a lot of third world country because of the polio. When polio was killing people were getting crippled, so they gave that polio shot. So a lot of people when they travel from these African countries or third world country, when they come in the diaspora, they don't know that they're not supposed to accept the TB skin test. Because when they give it to you, you're going to be positive. And because of that, they will give them, some of the nurses or doctors, they don't know, and they will start giving them what they call the TB medication to prevent it. But it's because they took that shot, that's why they are reacting. So you are not supposed to take the skin test. If your employers want to tell you to take the skin test, you have to explain it to them so they can send you to the clinic to do the chest X-ray instead of the skin test because you're going to be positive anyway.
Okay.
And that's just my little Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the vaccine is very important, and the government have to do something about it. They have to do. Let's take this other person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where you joining us from?
Hey, Boka, this is Prince Jacob. I'm calling from Indianapolis, Indiana. The what says Mami just said is true because all of us that enter in the country, so now you desire to work in the healthcare field, and you go when they will say you got to do the TB shot, and when they give you that stuff, it will come positive. So they always advise if you know you get a thing, back then in Liberia, the only thing you should go for is the chest X-ray. If you go and they give you that shot, it will come positive. It will always positive. Anyone that work in the healthcare field, you can ask them, and what she says is true. So all of us that work in the healthcare field, you take it, you come positive. So you need to go and do the chest X-ray. That's all. And sometimes your doctor will advise you don't do it again. Only the chest X-ray. You can show to your people. So it's very important for our people to get to know that.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's good. Well, because I've heard that a lot of people who come here to the States, when they go do TB tests, they often say they got TB. Can you imagine? Not that they really have TB, but they probably prone to TB or something like that. But it's kind of confusing. I just want to say congratulations to Miss Sylvine Bambo. You graduated from college today. And congratulations to you and your mother, No Seni Dolo, who's a sister. I want to say, thank you for all the support you've given to your daughter. I've met the young lady, I believe, when was that? It was at a wedding last year or this year. I think it was the beginning of this year. But I want to say congratulations to you. Sylvain Bambo, as a graduate from college today. Shortly, we will have Otello Yene with us. He's already in the back room. But let's take some more calls, George. Waka, let's go back to the lines. Take some more calls there. Somebody said we should go check to Dr. Dallas clinic or private clinic. She will probably she will have somebody vaccine there.
Welcome. You're anywhere joining us from?
I'm Grace Henry calling from Montgomery County, Zone. I spoke to you yesterday.
Okay, yeah. You spoke to me about the vaccine issue.
Exactly.
Yeah, so give us more.
I had my daughter in January of this year, and since then, every time you check to the hospital, I've checked to GFK, Catholic, hospitals in Montgomery or clinics in Montgomery. Every time you ask people about the vaccine, oh, we don't have the vaccine, that's the response you get. We don't even know when we are expecting the vaccine. And our child is supposed to take the vaccine from 0 to 11 months. That's what I'm told by the health practitioners.
Yeah, so are you in a medical field? Because I want to ask a few questions.
No, I'm not in a medical field. I'm just a mother. And I'm concerned.
Okay, so you said
I'm even considering to take my child to Sierra Leone to take the vaccine because I have inquired and they told me that they have the vaccine in Sierra Leone.
Oh, so since January, you've been taking your child to the hospital or clinic, you can get a vaccine. So now you have decided taking your child to Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
But they are not talking how
soon. Are you kidding me? She said since January she can get it?
Answer, like telling mothers or parents we are expecting a vaccine this time or that time, no.
Oh, wow. They are not saying anytime soon the vaccine will be in country.
We're not getting any answer, any positive answer. Every time
they were not even telling people anything.
Don't know. And this is a serious matter.
All right, thank you for flagging it.
I'm sure we all have that Fatima. You have that Fatima on yours. Everybody, most people got that Fatima on the arm. Or maybe it's every month.
Okay. Thank you so much.
One of our supporters there in Grand Jita just sent me this message. Let me read it. In Grand Jita County, right now, a group of women are protesting. A group of women from Konobo District. They're in Zwedru City right now. They're protesting over the mysterious disappearance of the election magistrate called Alfred Dunor. He disappeared. What they are saying, the women, is that if they don't see their son, they will cause serious trouble in Grand Jita. The election magistrate in Grand Jita, Alfred Dunor, mysteriously disappeared. Not heard from. Whereabouts unknown. No contact with anyone. The women from Konobo District, apparently that's where he's from. They're saying if they don't see their son, they will make trouble. That's it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They say they will make trouble if they don't see their son. So this is a serious matter, Boga. Let's go back to the lines. Let's take 3 more calls, and then we'll take Mr. Otello Yene.
Okay. 555-102-102-86. That's 0770-102.
Now, the guy is telling me also, Boga, hold on. He says that Zwedru, which is a bustling place, brisk with business, bustling with activity. He says by 8 p.m. now, everybody is in bed. Everybody goes to sleep.
Look at that.
In Zwedru City. By 8 p.m., everybody goes to sleep. He's one of our supporters there. He's communicating with me right now on WhatsApp. Because the place is not safe. Citizens are not happy. They are worried. They are scared. And this is sad. What is the government doing about this in Zweju?
That's Zweju, Maryland, Grand Crew, Joya should be so. Like play that Joya say get all your for sale.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
let's take Pangomo camera on this.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, welcome.
Hey, Baka Kamara, Costa, good morning.
Morning, Bob.
Thank you. That was saying you get all in the Liberia. So you force them all with local communication. But thank God, they know me, the most found I know me, but all means necessary. It should be found. They got them because the election that passed last year. They got election. They said they should do the force for citizens to go. A citizen never win the election. That the next election are coming. That was the thought to disappear on me. So if you put the best family there, how much people they were there.
Okay.
But if you fight by all means and tell them back to life.
Pagomo, they say the man die here.
Yeah.
They will say the man missing you. So you already
They say miss. But I will know what's up.
Okay.
They say the man miss.
All right.
The man that fair made the election. It may say different rules. That was it is a thought to get rid of him before 2023.
All right.
That the people stand their feet and do it. That brother was that kind of mess.
All right, thank you so much, Pangomo. Let's take this other person on the line. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? This is Hassan Umar Dukle, calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Good morning to our listening audience. Good morning to our hero.
Go ahead, my brother. You're live.
Yeah, Costa, I just have one or two words. And sometimes, Costa, I always say that I feel for you, especially you fighting to see how bad Liberia can be better. But to me, Liberia problem is not about Goliath. It's just like, for what I see, God have totally forgetting about Liberia. And all religious settled name to pray for Liberia. If you Google alone, you ask Google, locate Liberia. They will tell you that Liberia is beyond the universe. You ask Google, Liberia is equal to, like they will always tell you that Liberia is equal to struggle or suffering. So our people, we need prayer because I don't think Liberia problem, even those that we're fighting for them to be in that chair tomorrow, Costa, they may likely be the same. I always imagine you say, whosoever I fight for you and you go out there, I will still go behind you. It's true, but I think our problem is prayer. All religious sectors need to pray for Liberia.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take our last caller. Then we cross over to Costa. Let's see if we can take this person quickly. Momo, you keep calling. Let's take you on this line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother, and good morning to my leader. I want to leader to say, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
Assalamu alaikum, leader.
Wa alaikum salam, Momo.
Thank you. After the passport, there is my first time filming on the Costa Show. Let me use this video to say congratulations to you, leader, for identifying with the Muslim community, especially in the COP. Even though some of those who say you are ambassadors, they came for our family, they came for our rest, but I will not call their name. But quickly, leader, let me say this to you. Please, there are a lot of people going in our country. The only thing that we want for you, leader, is to be very clear whether you be contesting for the senatorial seat or you contest for the presidency. They already included with Taya with it. Momo the President Johnson, I want to be the next Kalaso. With that, I declare to have a wonderful weekend and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much, Momo. So cross over to you, cause that's
Thank
our
you.
last one.
Thank you, Momo, and thank you so much. We will make our pronouncement soon, and we're coming to Liberia in December. That one is cast in stone. As long as God gives us the strength, we will come. There will be no excuse. We're coming to Liberia in December. I'm looking to graduate in December with my master's degree, and then everything else will be behind us. And I'm working on some things too. And by God's grace, when I come to Liberia in December, it will be different. We can't talk all, man can't talk all, but by God's grace, So just keep praying for me. All of you who pray for me, increase your prayers, because God is working on something very, very good. And when it happens, it will be good for the whole country. It will not just be for me alone. It is a big thing. So just pray. That's all we need now, prayers. But Liberia problem, but they're not prayer. So they want the thing I go working on for me, that one not prayer. But Liberia one not prayer. So you go for a bad leader, then you say you expect them to be good. That one that prayer there. You better leave go. And what you want to harass the old man for? John Sobo, is it job offer? John Sobo, I beg you, man. Don't insult me, man. What you got job offer? I'm looking at to take job from Cummings. You think I'm stupid, man? What job from job? What kind of job you give me? I'll take from you. What thing? Government drowning there. I'm gonna go take job from government. I'm looking for opportunity to uplift our people. Economic opportunity, perhaps the greatest news out of Liberia in a long time. To uplift the country, that one we're talking about. I don't want to go working on so. You think I joke? We're talking about joke. We're not talking about political job. We're talking about something that will uplift the country to the whole world. That's not small thing God working on. You think I job in it? You insult me, my friend, to talk about job. What? The thing that will happen is that some of y'all will be thinking about it for you will say you're sleeping. When I say no, it happened. You say no, that's not true. You'll be in denial. Othello Yene. Good morning, my friend. Unmute yourself, please.
Good morning, Costa. I know. How are you, Costa? Good morning to see you, and thank you for the opportunity, my brother, Braga Camara, George Quaid. By the way, Henry George is my childhood friend. We all grew up together in Congotan.
Oh, okay.
It's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see you, George.
Okay. Good. Yeah, very good to have you, Othello. This is your debut, your first time coming on the show. We're very glad to have you here. So we have a whole list of things we're going to be talking with you this morning. We actually have prepared talking points that we're going to be looking at. First of all, let's start with some of the very pressing issues we're discussing. Just before you came on, we're talking about the lack of the BCG vaccine in the country. I didn't even know what a BCG vaccine was until I raised the issue, and I looked it up. It's a very important vaccine that every baby at birth has to be given before they leave the hospital. We're told they don't have any in the country. What do you say about that?
First of all, Costa Liberia is a country that we all have issue with. We've been praying, but right now we cannot continue to pray. This is time for action.
Yep.
Vaccine in the country, but it has been directed to a private institution. So if they tell you that the government doesn't have a vaccine, you should check private hospital or private clinic. Those vaccines will be there. So what they're doing is that I strongly believe that they are using the vaccine for that private use to make millions of dollars out of the Liberian people. But at the end of the day, if you check some ministers who own private institutions, those vaccines will be located in those private institutions. It is not there for the public, but it is there for individuals who are benefiting from taxpayer money. So it's there, but it is used by private institutions. That's what I think.
Yes, Othello, what you just spoke of is something that is that's very common. And our international partners have spoken to this so many times. People would divert the drugs that they will buy, purchase, and supply to the government. They would divert them to the private clinics and hospitals. The Minister of Health, for example, she owns her own hospital. We've heard that that she's been accused on a number of occasions that she diverts medical equipment and supplies to her own facility. These are things that the international people themselves have said. It's very, very sad. Otello, let's the 2023 elections. You are an avowed, proud member of the Liberty Party, and you make no apologies for your position. And I think you owe no one any apologies for that. What do you make of all this hoopla surrounding your party? You know, with ability and all the infighting, and it has weakened and diminished the position of the Liberty Party in the opposition community. Where do you stand on that?
Because I find it very difficult to agree with a lot of people who say that the Liberty Party is weak in the opposition. We are not weak. I think we are.
Oh, your position is clearly not the same. For example, right now you have a serious crisis. We don't even know who is, you know, Otello. The Liberty Party today is not a Liberty Party of 2 years ago, before Musa Ability. The Ability Liberty Party is not the same. You know, you have trouble in your party. Let's admit it, Otello.
Oh yes, of course. I think we had trouble in the party, but recently I think we all should follow the instruction given by the Supreme Court of Liberia. I think you saw the ruling. I think corrections were made from the crisis that we had in our party concerning the Liberty Party constitution that was criminally altered by Musa Sambiriti. So those changes were made and everything.
Have they been made, Otello?
Oh yes, it was.
Have the changes been made?
Yes, it was made. The same within the same 72 hours. Those changes were made.
No. Otello, let me hold you there. I saw a portion of the press conference by Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence, the political leader of the party. She said they told Mr. Ability to come and meet with them so that they can jointly, as instructed by Associate Justice Wolo Colley, to withdraw the fraudulent constitution from NEC and make the necessary changes thereto, consistent with the one that was the changes that were agreed upon at the convention in Bon County, Banga.
Correct.
Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence said when they messaged Ability said in his response that he had already single-handedly made the corrections and filed it. Ability did not cooperate. So you are coming now and telling us that Ability, the changes have been made. This is news to me, Bwagai.
Yeah. No, but Costa, you should follow that press conference. I wish you can go back and follow the press conference.
That's the press conference?
The political leader made it clear that after the 72 hours were given to the both parties to meet, to make those corrections and have to make submission after the corrections are made, they contacted Musa Sambiriti, which of course he should have been part of that, that dedication to make the correction. He did not show up. And they were working in 72 hours. According to the press conference, what I heard from the political leader, she said that they received the document that was authored by Musa Sambiriti, and they make those necessary changes and resubmitted that to the National Elections Commission. And what they did, they took the document that they made corrections in and turned it over to the Supreme Court of Liberia, indicating, hey, these are changes that were made in that. So for the story of Musa Sambiriti, it's a dead case. Have you ever heard Musa on the radio or the press conference? Because it's there. So the Liberty Party, all we have to do right now is to unify the party, to bring people together, because Musa tried to destroy that institution. So we are trying to build the Liberty Party to try as best as we can to bring our people together. There where we stand right now. But for Musa Sambiriti, that story is out of the page for now.
What's he? Right? What's he?
What's he? Yeah.
What's he? But it's a shame what was happening in the Liberty Party, and we don't want. The Liberty Party is very important. It's the third largest party in the country. Its vision bearer was a great man, and to see his legacy being dragged in the mud by a crook called Ability is something that breaks my heart. So I want the problems to be over. 2023. Where do you see what do you think the chances of the opposition is? I mean, the opposition is very splintered, very divided. And let's be fair. There's a lot of noise going on in the opposition than even in the CDC. We know the CDC, they are not together. They are not happy. We know that. But the opposition, we're very divided. But what do you see our chances to be when it's all said and done at the polls in 2023?
This would be an extraordinary victory for the opposition when it comes to the presidency. What happened in 2017 is not going to happen in 2023. I'm going to say this to you, Costa. When Joshua ran in 2017, he did not have no political history. What do I mean by that? Joshua did not serve in government when he ran in 2023. When I talk about government on the level of the presidency, even though he served and he did a very terrible job as a senator, but we still providing that opportunity to serve our country. When I say we, I mean the majority of the people. In 2023, he will be defending his government. He will be defending corruption. He will be defending murder. He will be defending rape and everything like that. So at the end of the day, there will be no single citizen that will tell Joseph Braga that Braga is a criminal or Braga is a rule or Braga serving government for 12 years and he did not do anything. What we will be saying today is we have provided the opportunity to serve this country for 6 years. What have you done in 6 years? How can you tell us that Joseph Braga is this if he never had control over the economy of our country? We have provided the economy to George Weah for 6 years. See where we are. The airport is dark. No electricity, no water, nothing. People are dying. No medical supplies in the country. So I think it would be a very, very good win for the opposition. And I will say this to you. I know some opposition will go, but if the United Party can work with one or two opposition institutions in the country, it would be a very good win for the opposition. That's what I'm looking at.
I share your confidence. I share your optimism. Joe Braga is extremely, extremely popular among the people right now for so many reasons. His impeccable record of integrity, his humility, his selflessness, and George Weah has made it easier for Joe Braga. Joe Braga is not really working his head. To be honest, let me tell you something. Joe Braga is not the hardest working opposition guy in the country. He is not. Otello, I tell you this. If someone not making noise every day, it will not even be like Braga running. But John Weah has done a good job. A very good job. He's just making it easy. Every day making it easy. Broad day, we should be working. You go to the sport ground, the playground, you go play football. Yesterday it was raining. Ain't no one was much rain. When the rain coming down, was the rain. We'll take our crew and join the rain, right? Rain come down, pata go up. That's all you can do. You go to the playground, you be running around. So we are standing very, very strong, and I hope that we build a strong team and we can beat George Weah. I certainly hope, man. Where do you see Cummings? Cummings has spent millions of dollars. He can't G no haul, as the Congo man says. My man, the man can't grow politically, my man. The man just stunted. The man can't grow. Why do you think Cummings is so unpopular with the local people? Not the Atlantans, the people in Atlanta, and the few people like Teola Gibson in Maryland or where else they are. I know so people them want to call him. But why do you think Cummings can't G no haul? He can't grow politically. Why, Otello?
I was in a conversation with a very good friend of mine yesterday, and we were discussing politics. And I said to him that there is no way I will go to Delaware where Costa lives, and I want to rule the entire state where I have another lion living in that state. What do I mean by that, Costa?
Mm-hmm.
I think Mr. Cummings needs to be humble. He's not humble. 2017, he was the least candidate, part of the CPP when it comes to popularity, when it comes to vote. Joe Braga won almost
440,000 votes.
Costa, let's just try to say 500,000 because we know what happened to some other votes. But let's say 500,000. He won with that. And you coming up
Cummings got 112,000 votes.
Yeah, 112,000 votes. It's almost like his vote can go into Joseph Boakai vote more than 4 times, 4 good times. Now, the CPP came together. It was just a one shot to the public. Cummings, humble yourself. Cummings, humble yourself. Because when I listened to Mr. Uri, when he went to that press conference, he said, I am not hungry for position, but we need to rescue our people. How can you have 100,000 votes and you want to serve as a leader over another man who had almost 500,000 votes? How possible can it be? How can it can be? And I want to say this to Cummings. The only shot he has is 2023, but he has sold his birthright because of those in Atlanta, Georgia. In 2029, 2030, Costa, there will be new faces on the political stage.
Are we the one right here? New faces? You think there will be new people? We're not supposed to again. The last have support for power that Joseph Boakai. I'm done with the old people.
So we will be looking up to Costa, we'll be looking up to DeLong, we'll be looking up to 1 or 2 new people coming into the system. So what I expected Cummings to do, I spoke with a lot of ANC people. I said to them, right now, let Boakai go with Cummings, at least. But what did they say? They said, oh, they made Bill corporate, this, Coca-Cola, they make it be president, they make it be this. No, you can make it. You can go in my house and you try to rule over me. So we said this over and over again. And I want to say this to you, Costa. Unity Party, ALP, and Liberty Party, they don't need ANC. I have said this over and over again. Liberty Party don't need ANC to win, but ANC need Unity Party, ALP, and Liberty Party to win. We got 400,000 votes. We just need 1 or 2 people to add to us, and we can make progress in 2023. And that's what's going to happen.
So let me ask you, Otello. They Cummings, man, they're desperate, man. Yeah. After they not spend all their money. So they lose like that. He just lose everything. He not get VP, he not get nothing. Sir. Otello, you mean the Harley man whole political career will just end.
But Costa and the man and Assembly they're going. You hear about that? Oh yeah, but if he goes a VP.
But let me ask you, Otello, if you were Cummings, because Cummings' whole ambition was based on cheating in the primary to become the head of CPP and forcing Boakai to stay in so that he can ride on Boakai's popularity. That's why they inserted that illegal withdrawal clause in the constitution, the framework of the CPP.
Okay.
That the same withdrawal clause they're using today to stop UP and ALP from leaving. Now, the strategy ain't work. The strategy was to use money. They started in your party. You remember Elder Dara?
Yes.
Telling your grand chairman, my man, we'll get your motorbike, you know, Cummings will bring money and all that kind of thing. You remember, right? That was his strategy. To buy people in our parties, ALP, LP, so that they can vote for him. But we look at it, we're getting bought away. We check out. Now, what are you depending on now? Nothing. Do you think if you were Ellis Cummings, after all your strategies have failed, you're not riding Taro on Boakai no more, you're not riding Taro on anybody. Your 419 relationship with Billy Tay cannot bring Liberty Party base to support you. Do you think if you were Cummings, you would stay in the election to run in 2023?
No, Cummings. No. I will withdraw. I will withdraw from the process and try to prevent.
Why would you withdraw?
Oh, because first of all, this is what people don't understand. Costa, you cannot create enemy with those who you are in bed with. You cannot create enemyship with your wife and your children, and that's exactly what he did. He came to the CPP. He started to fight everybody in the CPP. He fought the Liberty Party. How can you enter the Liberty Party and fight Senator DeLong and Nobly Kanga Lawrence?
You expect to survive.
You expect to survive. These are individuals.
Sugar water, you know how to say.
These are individuals that hold the Liberty Party together. Without Nyomli, without Dillon, the Liberty Party is there. So these are people you don't fight with. It's just that you go into the COP, you try to fight Henry Costa.
Yeah, then you think you'll survive that?
Henry Costa is the face of the COP. So when you enter the CPP, you never try to at least fight the ruling party. You start to bring confusion on this other side, bring confusion on this side. In fact, taking people. This is what hurt me, Costa. We can be together as a team, but you are going behind me, taking my group to join your own group. So why are we together? We are together because we are fighting one enemy, and that enemy is the ruling party. Why you cannot go to the ruling party and talk to somebody, the coachy or
why
Nathaniel
you don't
Mabel?
recruit people?
Yeah, why you can't?
You taking them from LP, you taking them from UP, you taking them from ALP. Then you say,
see that?
Friend, we eating you get your food, I get my food. You get your bowl in front of you, I get my bowl in front of
Yes.
me. When you want to tell me, you put your hand in my, you put your paw, I can't say your hand, your paws. You put your paw in my pen, you take my meat. You can't go tell the opposition meat.
You can take it. You either take meat from Liberty Party or you take meat from ALP. And that's not how the CPP was funded for.
That is not good faith.
It's not. It's not. So when I saw this happening, I spoke with a lot of people in the ALP, the Unity Party. I said, look, are you guys observing something going on? They said, Othello, why? I said, why is it that Cummings is only focusing on those are in the CPP? Why is it taking membership for all political parties that are part of the collaboration? I said, you don't do that. You go out, you take people, you bring people in, but you don't take people within the organization that you are part of. This is not a good thing. When I said, people say, oh no, it's just try because we are independent political institution, blah, blah. I said, no. Something is going on. Yeah, you can do it. So at the end of the day, Cummings cannot go to Liberty Party to even try to sit on the same table with Senator Njome and have a conversation. He doesn't have the case. He can't go to the United Party, no face, ALP, no face. So I think he will be going for maybe PLP, maybe he will go to PLP.
Man in trouble. So where you will go PLP that party?
Oh, but you know the man always
human being behind me, the 10 of the party in like bro. That party, man. You want to talk about party, UP, the Liberty Party, some thing in that party. I want to post a phone coalition. Man, we not just want sound divisive or something, but listen, somebody thing in that party. Someone can stay with our hand with tens of thousands of people follow up. But don't think that party where they can get 3,000 votes in whole election.
But Costa, if what's his name, Mr. Cummings cannot make it with the ALP, Liberty Party, and the United Party, what are those major political parties in Liberia? Zero.
No,
we have no major political parties in the country.
When he appeared the other day on T Max's 50-50 show, he said he will form a grand coalition of as many parties in the country as possible. Party, what? They name Henry Costa. When I'm talking some people say are boasting. My name alone, more than you have a party than me, Like person, Othello.
Oh,
you know some other party than that?
No, I don't even know.
Why you don't even know? You form a grand coalition of parties. So many parties in the country. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. I think Ellis Cummings need to pack a bag and go back to Atlanta, Georgia.
No, but Costa, what I'm looking at is this, right? It's just that
you senator in Maryland County.
Do you think he's going to win? He probably not. He will not even win when he runs for senator in Maryland County. But Costa, this is what I see about.
He get second there in the presidential election.
Oh, come on, man. That's different story.
Man. You can't say the man not win the Senate job, man.
No, Costa. Let me tell you. No, Costa. I want to be frank with you, right? I want to be frank with you. The reason why Cummings refused to contest for the senatorial seat, because he knows that if he dare try it, it will end his political career. That's why he doesn't want to go that route.
Cummings could win the Senate seat in Maryland. He could. No, if I'm being honest, he could. Here is why. He came second, even though a very distant second, but he came second. But he would need to do a couple of things. Build a house in Maryland. Cummings went to Maryland County sometime last year. I watched the video. I think it was in Barrow District or somewhere. They were having a town hall meeting. They asked him, one of the guys stood up and said, Mr. Cummings, you say you're from Maryland County. Do you have a house here? When I heard that boy's response, I said, the boy dog. They boy probably only know how to say sugar water, but they boy is dog. That's why you tell the people. They ask Cummings, do you have a house in Maryland County? You know what the boss said? He said, no, I don't have a house here because I don't live here. I don't need a house here. Are you kidding me? My man, I say you allow, but if you were really smart with $150 million fortune, they find a house in Maryland County that means money. Every day light on. Because again, it light will be on what I'm not there or not light on. Because, my man, when you say you from somewhere that you're home, you say you big man, you want to run for president of the whole country. In your own home, where you come from, you don't get horse there. Othello. Then you put your hand or you say, like you in the village, you say you won't be the tanty. You want to see the size of your farm. Your children, you get what they can eat on time. Eh? When they're having contribution, they're having something, when they're having something in the town, how many bags of rice you can bring? My man, we from the interior, we know what's up. Hotel. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yes.
How they can make you town chief. You get a bigger farm. You get your children, they can eat on time. You can make the biggest contribution. But you say you not get horse in your own home. Then you get it, you say you're going to be president. When he answered the question, they just turn around and look at each other and say, the guy, they messed up. Just and he didn't even know. But you see, Othello, just before you come in, if you can't build a house in your own hometown, and you're rich man, you're not get excuse, you're not poor man like all, we poor, we're looking for money. But you're rich man. You can't do that. Othello, then you won't be president, you want them to vote for you. What kind of man you think that is? Come in.
I consider Cummings as I don't want to go to that kind of way there, but what I have observed about Cummings is he wants to win something that he did not fight for. He wants to ride on another person to reach to a place where he did not fight. He has never paid any price in the country. Zero. Cummings has never paid any price in the country. Like you, Costa. Like Bwaka, like any other politicians in Liberia. They have paid a price, a political price, and they have served their people. If you go to Lofa, Bwaka has a home in Lofa. If you go to Grand Bassa, nobody has one of the most beautiful and well-built houses in Grand Bassa. If you go to Carisburg, Mr. Yuri has a home in Carisburg.
Or come and live in an apartment building.
There where he lives, there where Mr. Yuri been since I was born, since I grew up in Liberia. I have always heard about Mr. Yuri, Carisburg. I've been on his farm. But if you go to your own home, where you come from, you don't have a house. How do we call you? How do you call you?
You stranger.
You stranger in your own home. Have you ever heard that? Somebody say, hey, because I'm a stranger in my home. It means that you never been there. You don't even know. You don't even know how the people live. So that's what I'm saying to you. The election that we have been going through, 2015, let me say 2011, 2005, and 2017, it will not be the same as 2023 Costa. It will be a different change because people are no longer going for money. They are no longer going for bag of rice. They will be going upon what you have done for them, and they will look at your track record. I don't think Mr. Cummings has a track record.
Good. Somebody just said when Cummings goes to Maryland County, this person is from Maryland, apparently. The person said when Cummings goes to Maryland County, he lives at this guy's place. He stays at Dr. Elliott's house, opposite Winter Chapel Church. That's where he stays. A man who is worth over $100 million, Othello. If you can build a house in your hometown, if you live in an apartment building, you want to be president in a country, you live in an apartment building, you get farm mansion. Cummings house in Georgia. I think they say he got his house in Buckhead. It's the upper, that the rich place, the high-end residential area, Buckhead. And they play got a mansion. In Liberia, he living in an apartment building in one apartment. Yeah, he owns the building, yes, but it's an apartment building. What does that tell you? All the money you got? You won't build a house in Liberia a long time? You know what it says? It says he never cared about Liberia. Othello, when you heard a man named first time, the first time you heard Ellis Cummings name, tell the truth.
I heard about Cummings 2017, to be honest with you.
To be honest, I heard it in 2016. But yeah, that's around the same time.
I heard about him doing the 2017 election because I was surprised, Costa. I was very surprised to see Mr. Cummings as the standard bearer of the Alternative National Congress. To be honest with you, I attended many of their meetings in Congo Town when they were coming together. I never heard about Cummings, and I did not even know that we had a Liberian survey at Coca-Cola. To be very honest with you, that's why when I say this on Facebook, people say, "Oh, Othello, come on." I said when he served at Coca-Cola, how did Liberia benefit? Even when he was serving, even I just said I joking it because every time egg price go up in Liberia, they can always say, "Oh, Mr. Euro, you making your egg, expensive." But I said today, how much were we buying Coca-Cola when you were serving at Coca-Cola? It was still the same price. So I just got to know about it in 2017. Yeah, 2017 election.
I will say this to you. When I mentioned just now that Cummings is worth over 100 million, somebody said, "Oh, where are you coming from with that?" We'll do our investigation. Go to the Securities and Exchange Commission's website, the U.S. government's regulator of the financial services industry. Cummings made 5 stock sales. 5. His stocks he acquired in Coca-Cola as an executive. They paid them in stock options and in cash. He made 5 sales. The 5 sales are listed. It's called insider trading, not the criminal one now. When you trade your stocks inside the company that you work for, it's called insider trading as well. Now, Cummings made these 5 sales. 1, 3, 4, no, 4, not even 5, 4 sales. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Othello, I will share this with you.
Okay.
So that you can have it right now. La Megan said, "My window behind the sea." I just sent it to your Facebook. You should be able to see it right now. Now, the 4 sales that Cummings made, he sold his stock options. He made $79,887,910. Just 4 sales Cummings made. This is not a cash he earned in salary, Othello. This is just the stock options he accumulated in compensation package. The first sale he made, the first sale was October 27th at 3:14 p.m. 2015. He exercised. Now, what do you mean by sell when you exercise? He sold 666,630 shares at the share price of $42.80. He made $7,131,518. The second sale he made was October 29th, 2 days later, 2015. He sold 731,000 shares, 731,928 shares at a share price of $42.64. Cummings made $31,209,888. The third sale Cummings made was March the 4th, 2016 at 1:04 p.m. Cummings sold 640,000 shares in Coca-Cola at the share price of $43.72. He made $27,982,913. The fourth and final sale he made, according to this SEC filing, was 2016, March the 8th at 4:26 p.m. Cummings sold 308,090 shares At the share price of $43.99, Cummings made $13,553,557. The total of these 4 sales, Otello, $79,877,900. So just round it up, Otello, $80 million, Otello. $80 million. Otello, this is not the entire money Cummings is worth. This is just stock options he sold. Cummings made millions in cash compensation and tens of millions in stock options. Cummings is worth over 150 million or thereabouts. Whatever kind of money you got, you bought. You come from a poor country. You're not even big Congo. You're not big one farm. You're not creating no job. You retire in 2016, you can't. Oh, I'm a Liberian. I want to be president. Go sit down. If you love the country as you claim you do, well, wear a farm, Otello. You love the country as you claim you do, wear a horse. What a company you're not open. Your way, come in love Liberia. You go sit down. Nothing. You will never be president. But Otello, let me come back to you, my friend. So this is where we are. The country is poor now. What do you say to Liberians? Our time is up. We got to go. But I want to say this to you. What do you say to our people when we win the election? What do you expect things to be like when we win? Because people are expecting that by the time we win, things will change overnight, which will not be the case. It will be very difficult. But what do you have to say to the Liberian people in your closing before we go?
Yeah, Costa, first of all, after the election in 2023, when we shall win, Joseph Boakai is pronounced President of the Republic of Liberia, because every system in Liberia, every institution in Liberia is destroyed right now. So Boakai will need to, like you always said when he was in one of the his town hall meetings, he said, we will bring serious people. We don't want to do the same thing that Joshua is doing. He said, we will bring serious people. So it means that when he's bringing in serious people, Liberia will have more work to do. So we will build our infrastructure. He always say that. We will look at law and order in the country. We will provide security in Liberia. Because what is going on, Costa? Imagine 6 o'clock, everybody indoor. The nation is dark. The country is destroyed. So when we shall win, and when I say we, because I will be in Liberia 2023, because I don't just want to sit on Facebook and campaign. No, I would be on ground. I would be in a t-shirt. I would be moving from village to village, from town to town, campaigning for Joseph Boakai, because we need to save Liberia. We got to save Liberia. We can't sit on the radio. We can't sit on Facebook and save Liberia. We have to be on ground. And one of the things that happened 2017, Costa, we needed to be in Liberia. Let the people see us. And I hope you will be there. Yeah, Costa, you need.
Yeah, I was in Liberia on the campaign trail.
2023 will be the day for us, and the year for us, and the month for us to save Liberia. And we cannot sit back to just do this without being on ground. And I hope that Senator Nyomde will be the running mate to Joseph Boakai. I just want to say that.
Well, you have your right. There are lots of people campaigning for different candidates for VP. For me, I'm not in any of those campaigns. I'm not campaigning for anybody to be VP. Joe Boakai and I, we can talk. I know who the VP will be when the VP is decided upon, but the VP has not been decided upon. That I can say. It's open.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh no, you have your right, but
you know,
suppose somebody else. You say whatever he say he was supposed different person for VP to do.
They keep pushing Nyomble every day. You post
everybody. Yeah, those who know Otello know that Otello supports Yombly for VP, and it is his right to do so. And
Bwaka, let me say this to you, right? Right now there is no female voice, there is no powerful female in the country. By the way, there is no powerful politician in the country. By the way, there is nobody in the country that has done more than what Senator Nyombi has done. Grand Bassa
you
County.
got wrong campaign here for VP.
but no, let me just say this, Costa. Grand Bassa is one of the county is very hard to manage. They have a lot of qualified people. They got a lot of tough people. For her to have won 2 elections, not 2 but 3, she won 3 elections in Grand Bassa. 2012, she won that election, the by-election that was well funded by Ellie Joseph Sully. Ellie ran against her. She won Ellie. 2014, Jonathan Cartier against.
Mama, you want to know about Yombly 2 elections? You know what I did about Yombly? You know what I did with Daniel T.A. for Yombly when Yombly were running the first time? You know what we did to Betong Afile when he was running the second time? So don't tell me about Yombly because
I think Costa where we are. I really hope that
I don't have a VP pick yet. I just want to say this, contrary to what some people might think. I, Henry Pedro Costa, do not have a VP choice to present to Joe Bwaka. I have not presented anybody to him to say, this is the person I'm supporting for VP. I have not. He and I have discussed VP talk, but to say that, oh, I support John Brown or I support Mary, I've not had that talk. But yes, Yombly is certainly somebody who is in the race for VP, and she has a right to be in the race for that. So so we'll see. We'll see what time will come.
And I wish I can get endorsement to what Senator Nyombi.
Well, it's a big decision for me because Henry Costa is not just some Joe Blow. So if I say I support you for VP, a lot has to be, because let me tell you something. Whoever becomes VP to Joe Bwaka will most likely become the next president. If you don't make me comfortable that you will be correct, I'm tired with that nonsense. I'm tired of all taking one Joe Blow, they come to do the same nonsense. If you don't give me that comfort level, I can't support you. I'm sorry. I'm just very serious. For me now, it's not about my interest. It is about you got to be damn correct. If you believe in the same damn old Liberia, the old system, I can never support you. Even if you're my mom, I will not support you. So I do not have a candidate for VP that I'm supporting to tell Joe Bwaka. I will decide who that person is based on where we get. But now, not now.
Yeah, because now if you or the Unity Party just come up with a decision to have a VP, that will go to former Vice President Joseph Bwaka, and the person do absolutely well. Now you're talking about having your ambition in 2029.
I don't give a damn. Whoever the VP is, that will be. I will run against that person. You think I care? Even if it is Yombly or a Euro, whoever, I don't give a damn. You think I will put my presidential ambition on hold because somebody will be running? I mean, start talking that nonsense. Yeah. Look, let me tell you something, Bwaka. We all are who we are. God helped me to get to this point. You understand me? Tana Yombly helped me. Tana Bwaka helped me. Tana Yuri helped me. God brought me here. I will not put my ambition on hold for someone. Obama. There were many people who did not want Obama to run. There's Hillary been around in the party for a long time. Her husband was president. She's a guru. Let Hillary run. Obama was a pekin. He said, y'all better wait. Y'all think that Hillary been over. If Obama had said in 2008, if Obama had said, oh, because Hillary Clinton been around for a long time, so and we're coming to a way and let her go. You, Obama, you pekin. You, Obama, you pekin. You just coming this few days. You just been in the Senate for 4 years, so way small. Obama said no. Obama ran and Obama flogged Hillary Clinton. We all saw it. So nobody will ever tell you to suppress your ambition when you know you have something in you that you want to do because of somebody else. But for now, whatever that ticket looks like, I will support that ticket. If that Youngly he carries, I will support the ticket. If that Ure he carries, I will support the ticket.
So,
but the contract ends 2029. The contract ends 2029. 2029, I don't give a damn. Even if Joe Biden says that John Bryan want to succeed me, I will not listen to him then. Are you listening to me? Hey, hold your ear and listen. When the contract ends, their contract we on, it ends 2029. Joe Biden can say that the person I want to succeed me. I say, Papa, I hear you. That time finish. The time I supported you, it finish. What the thing simple?
Yeah, so cause now don't you think
I told my own me the thing about me, I told my own so everybody can hear it. So nobody will say, oh, Costa, I don't belong to Joe Biden. I don't belong to Ure. I don't belong to Youngly. I'm a full-grown rusted man with my own power behind me that God gave me. You understand me? So I will not suppress my ambition for nobody when the time comes. When the time comes. But
yeah,
my man, it has been a wonderful conversation.
I can ask question. Don't you think there's this thin case with Cummings? Cummings don't want to suppress his ambition for any other person.
But I am right. But who's saying man wrong? That means saying man wrong. Have I ever told you Cummings not wrong?
When the CPP started, people would say, "Oh, that Mr. Cummings goes second to JMB."
But that was a view too. But you see, listen. Everybody get it right. Otello get it right to say Cummings should have been the VP. Otello Cummings also get it right to say no, and I won't be the VP. So you see, everybody get it right. Who am I to tell Cummings not to run? But for Cummings to say Papa Boaga must sit down for him, that the one I say no to. Papa Boaga can sit down. Papa Boaga is stronger than you. Papa Boaga is tried and tested. You stranger. Then you want to be president over the people who be in the town. You can't. You left the town 35 years ago, Otello. You went in the city. You made money in the city. You bought all your children in the city. You pay your horse in the city. The day now you retire from your job in the city, then you kind of village, you say you won't be the town chief. You think we're stupid? We the village giant there. We will be in the village. We will know the village. We know the road to go to the creek. We know the old farm road, the new farm road. We know all the local towns that Bologarasu, Moinga, Bolala, we know. Sit down. The first job you must say you won't be the town crier first. Or ask for a different job, but don't ask for the town chief job.
Costa now. You say you run for president in 2029.
2029, I'm running for president. And I told you what you know,
Why can't you start from somewhere too, like the way you want?
Who say I'm not starting from somewhere?
For the Senate, House of Representatives.
You know, 2023 election coming will start from somewhere.
No, Braga, you know that Costa will be contesting.
No. What I'm saying is this.
We'll start from somewhere, Braga. Ain't that the one you want here?
Yeah, Costa wants to start from somewhere, before going to the presidency. You can't
what are you talking about? I must speak, Mandingo. Braga will start from somewhere.
Braga, let me just
presidency, right? There's somewhere you're starting from. 2029 will be the presidency, right?
No, that's not where I say we're starting from. We'll start from somewhere before we get to 2029. Forget that one, begin. 2029, not tomorrow. Otello, what you say?
Henry, it's like Braga is trying to get something out of you,
Come on, Braga can ask me anything you want to ask me off the show, but he don't want to ask it. He's not asking for himself, he's asking for the other people.
Yeah, he kept pushing you, but look, Costa is your right to contest in 2029. 2029 is a year that will be open to everybody. So I wish you good luck. And I also look forward to the opposition to unify, but we don't need everybody to unify, because not because you're looking for money, it means that you should take money from the devil. So we're not looking for all the the opposition to unify, but it would be a very good thing that we all come together to unify the opposition community, the Liberty Party. I call on my political leader, Senator Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence, to work very hard to bring the party back together and see how best we can, support one vision, how we can support and defend and protect the image of our country, and how we can rescue our country from George Weah. Because I'm very grateful for you providing me this platform, the people's platform. It is good. It is good to see you for the third time. I saw you in Philly. You know, it was good to see you, and I look forward to again Joseph Boakai considering Senator Nyombe as his running mate. Thank you very, very kindly, and I appreciate the opportunity.
You're most welcome. Well, folks, there you have it. This brings us to a close. A little Boakai still get question. Let me tell you, go Boakai, ask your question because later here, a little is sitting now on your chest.
Yeah. You know, cause
ask your question, Boakai.
Yeah, the issue about desperation. Oh, Cummings is desperate. Cummings is this. Cummings is that. You know, people normally say, "Oh, Boakai is on Cummings. Boakai is on." I haven't seen Cummings. I don't know. I can only see on TV, newspaper, blah blah blah. I haven't interacted with him yet. But my question to Koyi Costa, we keep saying Cummings is desperate, and he needed to start from somewhere. We make an example on Josh Manenwia. Josh Manenwia started. He went as vice president, went as senator. Now he's president, and other people, Eddie went as senator. Later on, blah blah blah. Before, so I don't know if you are contesting because you haven't come up yet.
Can I ask you a question? And you hear thousands of people saying they want Costa to run for Senate.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the place I was coming from.
Okay. And why do they say that? Those thousands of people, what do they also say? We want you to run for the Senate, so from the Senate, we can make you president in 2029. Do you know yet that?
So if you run for the Senate, yes, of course. Now, if you run for the Senate and God forbid you are not successful, will you still continue for the Senate or you just go directly for the presidency?
Boakai, there is something else that's happening. That when that happens, it's even bigger than that senator, all that kind of thing. I want you to remember this.
Okay.
If that thing that's happening, the thing that God is working on for me right now, when it happens, I will not run for Senate. Because I'll be too busy doing something very, very important, more important than being a senator, that will impact the country in a way greater than even the Senate. Are you listening to me? I will not talk all, but I will just say that Darrington Collins said I didn't talk all. The thing that God is working on for me, you see why I haven't rushed to make a pronouncement? God is working on something for me right now. If it happens, when it happens, not if, because God has already ordained it. It's too good to be true, but it's happening. When it is delivered, wallahi, I will not run for Senate. You already me run for Senate. The thing I'm talking about. So we have win where better. Say go sit down. It's more important than even that. The thing that God is working on right now, it's too big. It's too big. Senator, me run for senator. What I gonna think God doing right now? I can't run for senator. I can't. It's too big. And Boakai, the way it's happening. Oh, God is good. They think too big. I can't leave that kind of thing and go run for senator. To be in a Senate with other people there, be collecting 10,000. The thing will bring so much to Liberia. The people who hate me now, they will be proudly telling people, say, yeah, I'm from Liberia. Me and Costa from the same country. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Where people who hate me now, they will be saying, me and the guy, Costa, that guy, we're from the same country. Imagine that. But I just want to put it in perspective for the people. So that kind of thing God will do for me this year. I'm saying next year. That kind of thing, I'm going to go leave it and go run for senator. Wallahi, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. It's too big. It's too big. All over the world, they will be talking about it. Yeah. So, my man, something that when God ready to work. You can't tell me, somebody can bring senator to me, I will tell you, so what's wrong with you? We're talking about the whole world and the whole world looking at us. Then we're talking about run for what? Senator in Liberia to be making noise in the chamber. Hey, we will be making difference in the country, real impact, changing the people's lives. We're not running for senator, Boakai. Except God not do it this year or next year. But to say God do that one, then I'm gonna go count down to be senator. I'm sorry. We live it with God, yeah? We live it with the everything in God's hand. Yeah. So I'm not telling you a vision. I'm not giving you vision. I'm not telling you say somebody have vision. I'm talking about something that God is already doing now. That is too big to even talk it. Because when you know some things too big when you talk it, people can believe it until they see it because of how big it is. Thank you so much. God bless you all and have yourselves a blessed. If you love me, be praying for it to happen. If you hate me, pray against it, but you're wasting your time because God finished doing it. If you really love Costa, you want us to make a real difference in our country, pray for me. If you hate me, then don't pray. Pray against it, but your prayer will not be answered. Because they play God and carry, and the white man said, the white man more, they can't believe it. So that the first thing, the white man said, I can't believe it. So that the first thing there. So you waste your time. You pray against it, you're wasting your time. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.